scriptures.
Yeah, I got one. This is chapter Job chapter 20 and verse 4. Knowest thou not this of old, since man was placed upon earth, that the triumphing of the wicked is short?
Yeah, the triumphing of the wicked is short, man. All right, who's the wicked? No wicked Esau. All right, the so-called white man. Scriptures, that's the border of wickedness. Okay, Esau, Edom, and you know, and anybody that's being wicked, really, if you're being wicked and you're in a position of power, it's nothing but a short time before you get taken out, because that's going to be justice done to you. All right, but this is talking about the wicked Esau, Edom. Right, he's in rulership right now. Starting with the elites. All right, and on down. Right.
And the joy of the hypocrite, but for a moment.
And the joy of the hypocrite, but for a moment. And you can't say this man is not a damn hypocrite, okay? Because he is. Let me check that thing real quick. Okay. Yeah, you can't say Esau, Edom is not a hypocrite, right? He's a whole hypocrite, man. Making these laws and calling himself justly. All right. In the meanwhile, how did you get this place? How did you conquer this land? Now you now call America rape, rob, murder, or who the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and the Native Americans. All right, the so-called Native Americans in scripture, they're known as Gad, right? Then you had the Seminole Indians, which is Reuben, all right? And they, Ishkar, so-called Mexicans, this was their land first, all right? Then you came here and you infiltrated and polluted the land, and then you bought, this land was built up upon slavery, right? So you had, Judah and Ephraim in slavery, You go ahead.
I have one more.
Yep.
This is Jeremiah chapter 5 and verse 15. Lo, I will bring a nation upon you from far, O house of Israel, saith the Lord. It is a mighty nation, it is an ancient nation, a nation whose language thou knowest not.
Let's go on to Esau. All right, because before we were speaking English, we were speaking Hebrew. Because why? We had Jake after the Roman prosecution around 70 AD. You had Israel that fled to the west coast of Africa. All right, and they spoke Hebrew tongue. But when they were captured, when they were put into captivity, they came to this by way of those ships. They came to this side of the world, and they served slavery, right? And the knowledge of the Hebrew language was basically beaten out of them. Same thing with Gad. You saw them. They had Gad in schools, and they called themselves teaching them how to be civilized or whatnot, but they were indoctrinating them with this bastard language. Right? There's even stones and ancient artifacts that they'll find around America, right? Even in Africa, and they'll find ancient Hebrew written in it, right?
Neither understandest what they say.
Right. Awesome. This is Jeremiah 50 and 33. It says, "Thus saith the Lord of hosts, the children of Israel and the children of Judah." I'm not going to it. All right. It said the children of Israel and the children of Judah were oppressed together.
Yeah, because the children of Israel represents the northern kingdom, so-called natives and Latinos and Hispanics. And the children of Judah represent the southern kingdom. That's the so-called Negro tribes. That's the Negroes, so-called African Americans, so-called West Indians, and the so-called Haitians. We were oppressed together by the so-called white man. You know, and it happened here on this side. It didn't happen, you know, when we were in Israel. It happened all together on this side.
Yeah, that's right. Because when we was in Israel, Ephraim, there was already on Ephraim, which is Israel, was already on this side. You know, the so-called natives. You know, Gad, Reuben, they came through. They came through here on this side earlier, right? But then it was just Judah, the so-called Negroes. I tell them no, it's not here. Judah is the so-called Negroes. Judah, Benjamin, right, and Levi was still was still there, right? But then that's when 70 AD took place, and then they ran to the west coast of Africa. And from Africa, they came into captivity right here in America, all right? But now we're all oppressed together, you know, right? So let me read again. It says, the Redeemer is strong, the Lord of hosts is his name. He shall thoroughly plead their cause, that he may give rest to the land and disquiet the inhabitants of Babylon.
Yeah. Sorry, can you read that again?
Yep. It says, the Redeemer is strong.
Yeah, the Redeemer is talking about our Lord and Savior, Yahweh Shai, because he was the one that was able to bring us back. He was the one that was able to bring us back to the Most High through his sacrifice, through his blood. That's why brothers are able to, you know, put on the garments, and that's why brothers are in the truth and, you know, be able to teach the truth. We have the Spirit on us because of Yahweh Shai, because he's very important.
That's right. It says, the Lord of hosts is his name.
Right.
He shall thoroughly plead their cause.
He shall thoroughly plead their cause. On one side, you have Yahweh Shai, you know, that's pleading, you know, the cause to the Most High, you know, of the elect. You know, when a brother, you know, isn't doing, you know, so right, or when a brother, you know, accidentally goes off, a brother pray to the Lord for forgiveness, and then, you know, Yahweh Shai pleads the cause of the elect to the Most High. And then you have the other side of Yahweh Bashem Shai is gonna plead the cause of the elect, you know, when Yahweh Shai comes back. And that pleading is not going into, you know, I'm begging you to release my people, Esau. No, that pleading is gonna be by destruction. You know, that's what it's going into.
Right. So I can finish it off. It says, hold up, jacking up. It says that he may give rest to the land and disquiet the inhabitants of Babylon.
Yeah, the Lord is gonna give rest to the land. You know, Israel is a nation of people before it's a land. You know, so the Lord is gonna give rest to the people of Israel. And in doing so, the first step is Babylon has to be destroyed. So the Lord is gonna disquiet the inhabitants of Babylon. You know, all that talking, all that, you know, slander, you know, Hispanics is, you know, they ain't shit, they're whatever, you know, Negroes is lazy, you know, all the nations have their own proverb and byword that they have against Jake. But all that's gonna be done once they're gonna see the elect be beamed up, and then they're gonna be surprised, and then the place is gonna be destroyed, and we're gonna have peace and rest in the kingdom of heaven.
Yeah, that's right.
When Israel is built up by the heathens.
Now, Babylon is when it says Babylon, spiritually it's talking about America. America, that's spiritual Babylon, or that virgin daughter of Babylon, okay, or that, you know, the daughter of Babylon. Why is that? Because it takes on the same energy, the same spirit, okay, the same wickedness. If Babylon was known for its witchcraft, okay, You know, so America takes on that same spirit.
Right.
Okay, it's that, you know, Babylon goes to confusion. This is just America's in a state of confusion, you know? And as the day goes by, the confusion is only getting worse and worse, you know? That's all the spirit of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, though, meaning it's significantly showing that this place is being destroyed.
Mhm.
So, all right, so you got saying?
Yeah.
Okay.
You're about to make it up. Proverbs 29, verse 2. When the people, when the righteous in authority, the people rejoice.
Mm-hmm.
But when the wicked bear rule, the people mourn.
Right, when righteous and authority, people rejoice. A good example of that is King Solomon. Okay, when he was in authority, which he was righteous in the eyes of the Most High, Israel was at peace. You know, there was a peace. They had nations in subjection. Right, no one came up against them. Right, but now that era is finished right now. For now, and right now we in the era of the so-called white man ruling, the wicked, and the people are mourning. Read again.
It's when the people are in authority, when the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice.
Mm-hmm.
But when the wicked bear rule, the people mourn it.
When the wicked bear rule, the people mourn. Who's in rulership? The wicked. Okay, now the people mourning. They're mourning for jobs, a loss of jobs, right? They're mourning for low pay rates. They're mourning for the rates for housing is increasing. Okay, the food is defiled. Okay, the rich is getting richer while the poor is getting poorer. You know, so people are mourning. They feel like they in slavery, which they are. Okay, just because you don't got chains on you, it don't mean you're not in slavery. Basically, Esau upgraded slavery to where you can take the chains off. When you have a dog and you train it, you take off the leash. All right. So basically, we still in slavery through what? Your social security card and other information and identifications you may need. You know, like you can't just leave this. If you want to go from America, you want to go to Africa or Poland or whatever, you would need permission. You know, if you want to have the credentials or whatnot, you can't go nowhere. So you ain't free. All right. That was it, right?
Yes.
I got something.
Okay.
It's Ecclesiasticus chapter 10, verse 1. A wise judge will instruct his people, and the government of a prudent man is well ordered.
Yeah, a prudent man, a man that's serious, you know, that's you know, smart, searches out things. Don't just do whatever they want to do. You know, prudent. Going into the history, right? Read it again.
Ecclesiasticus chapter 10, verse 1. A wise judge will instruct his people, and the government of a prudent man is well ordered.
That's right, and that's going into the kingdom. You know, that wise judge is going to be Yahweh Shai, right? King David is going to 144,000. You know, the 144,000 are going to be judges over the nations, over the different nations, correct?
As the judge of the people is himself, so are his officers, and what manner of man the ruler of the city is, such are all they that dwell therein.
Right. So if you see the city is wicked, you might have the officers, the police officers, they wicked, they doing all sorts of wicked things, you know, crooked cops and whatnot. You know, then you find out that the reason they so wicked is because the one that's ordering them is wicked. You know, don't you know if you go to jail and you work, you basically work for free, basically slavery. You know, like when they had those fires in LA, they had guys that's locked up in jail come out and help the firemen for like $5 or something like that. You know, so you get locked up on a, you know, it might be some bullshit. It might plant drugs on you, frame you for murder or whatever, and they get their bonus, and the government gets another free slave. They don't gotta pay to work. You know, so it's a wicked system.
I'll say something.
Yeah, sure.
And that whole loophole of them being able to put Jake back in slavery again is because of the 13th Amendment. Because it basically states that, you know, you can't put back anyone in slavery, you know, after it was abolished, you know, except for a criminal offense. So these people, Esau hated Jake so much, and they needed Jake to go back into slavery, but it was already abolished. So they're like, you know, let's make up black codes and Jim Crow laws. Let's oppress Jake, you know, so that they can't go very far. So they're like, hey, this is the loophole right here. So they just lock up Jake for literally anything and nothing. You know, the falsely accused that brethren. I forgot what scripture that is, but yeah, Esau is a false accuser, so he'll lock you up for no reason. That's why the jails is filled with Jake, because that's basically slavery. And a lot of things that are made today is from, you know, the people that's in jail and in prison. So they make literally like half of a penny. You know, that as the elder brother was saying, you know, they were helping out with the fires, and they're not getting paid anything. That's the loophole, you know, that Esau have on our people.
Yeah. Well, if I think it's Psalms 50, I know Psalms 50.
Yeah, Psalms 50, like 16.
Around 16, going to the wicked.
I can finish reading?
Yep, finish it, yep.
Ecclesiastes chapter 10, verse 3. An unwise king destroyed his people, but through the prudence of them which are in authority, the city shall be inhabited.
Yeah, so this kingdom is being destroyed as we see it. And you know what? Everything is really systematically being done. Like the collapse of the dollar. Now they want to go with pennies. Next is going to be nickels. Next is going to be quarters. Oh, dimes, quarters. Next is going to be dollar bills, right? Because they want to bring that digital system, all right? And that's going to lead us into the MOTB, the mark of the beast, all right? So that's their whole agenda, you know, to bring in that new world order, right? So it's happening at whose expense? The people, you know? They get rid of all these different jobs, all these different businesses that's putting people out of work. You know, the food is polluted, or the food is not, some of the food, like the egg, they say the egg is poison, it has you know, the bird flu, whatever. And the truth is coming out that a lot of those birds is not even infected with anything. They just might find one or two birds, then they just kill everybody, you know, all the birds. So now the price of eggs is skyrocketing, same thing with the beef, right? It's all systematically being done.
One more verse.
Yeah.
The power of the earth is in the hand of the Lord, and in due time he will set over it one that is profitable.
In due time, the Lord's going to set over one that is profitable, which is going to be Yahweh Shai, okay? The righteous, all right? Is Israel, right? Because in the kingdom, Israel's going to be in a righteous state, you know? But right now, you're suffering under the hands of the wicked, right? Showing you that he is the wicked. All right, that's it real quick. Because he quoted something. I'm starting at like 16. All right, this is Psalms 15:16. It says, "But unto the wicked, the Most High saith, What hast thou to do to declare my statutes, or that thou shouldest take my covenant in thy mouth?" You know it.
All right, I can read it again. So.
Yep, Psalm 15:16. "But unto the wicked, the Most High saith, What hast thou to do to declare my statutes, or that thou shouldest take my covenant in thy mouth?"
Yeah, and the wicked is a so-called white man, because as a nation, they're the wicked, they're the children of Satan, and we are the children of the Most High on earth. Yashar Allah, he's a prince of the power. So they're the wicked. So what are you doing? You're trying to declare my statutes and my covenant, right? Starting with the head tribe, Amalek, the Ish people, you know them with the hats. You know, they proclaim themselves to be, you know, us. You know, that's identity theft. And in the real world, you could get locked up for that. You could get time in prison for that. And that's what they're doing. And let me add on again, DJ Trump, he's trying to bring back so-called, so-called Christian values. He's getting rid of the alphabet people. He wants to bring back the nation to, its roots. Which is all devilish, but he's proclaiming himself to be, like a savior. That, but it's not going to end well.
Right.
All of this is really to bring forward the NWO. That's really all it is. And he fooled the people, and now even people that voted for him are going against him and going with the tariffs and the trade war. The other nations are going against him. I'm talking about America's allies. The NATO and the EU nations are going against him. So that's it.
That's prophecy as well. It says, "Born to the wicked, the Most High saith, What hast thou to do to declare my statutes, or that thou shouldest take my covenant in thy mouth?
Yeah.
Seeing thou hatest instruction, and castest my words behind thee."
Right. So you hate instructions because the Most High says one thing, and you do something else because you're the devil. You're a slanderer. You're an enemy to the Most High. That's why Esau, no matter how hard he tries, he can't follow the scriptures because the Most High made him to be a vessel of wrath. The Most High made him to be the wicked, so he could use him for a purpose, and in the end destroy him. That's all it is. So he won't. He physically can't follow the Lord. It's just not gonna happen.
Like the dietary laws, that's simple. Okay, now if you're not supposed to eat pork, you put a law against eating pork. Now that's one thing. If they go behind your back and eat pork, right? You might, find a fine or whatever, right? But it's another thing when you make it a delicacy, So Esau will make pork a delicacy, man. You right? And that's totally going against the laws.
And also homosexuality. He got laws to protect sodomy, men laying with men, women laying with women. When the scripture says in Leviticus that if a man lay down with another man as if he lay with a woman, both men shall be put to death. The scripture says that homosexuality is abomination to Yahweh Shemashah. It's very displeasing unto him. But Esau Edom, he's a son of perdition. He's the man of sin. So he's designed to walk in wickedness. And he got the whole earth following his laws and his legislation.
That's right. It says Psalms 50:18, "When thou sawest a thief, then thou consentest with him, and hast been partaker with adulterers."
Yep, has been partaker with adulterers. When you go into actual physical adultery, when we were in slavery, when we didn't have any freedom, Esau would just take a so-called black man, an Israelite woman, and there's nothing he could do about it, and then he'll sleep with them, and then that'll just be his bed wench, and that's adultery. And dealing with like the Gadites, right? Esau would go in there, and this is still happening to this day. This is still happening even now on the reservations. Esau would go and capture and kidnap the Gadite woman, and then he would have his way with them, and that's how you have some Edomites that actually look like Jakes, and then when you go into spiritual adultery, he's just completely against the Lord. Like his system is based off of masonry and Satanism basically.
It says, "Thou givest thy mouth to do evil, and thy tongue frameth deceit."
Yeah, then give us thy mouth to do evil, and thy tongue frameth deceit. Is going into your laws, your bills, it's all about smoke and mirrors. It's all lies. Because these presidents, right? It's the same pattern over and over. Like during their campaigns, to where they have people invest in millions of dollars in their campaign. I think Elon Musk spent like 200 million on Donald Trump's campaign or something like that. But he has all these promises about he's gonna fix this place, and and he comes in office and he signs, these orders, these executive orders, and it is not gonna benefit the people. So it's really a lie. Your tongue, what we say, your tongue?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It says, your tongue and thy tongue frameth deceit.
Your tongue frameth deceit.
Yeah. Deceiving the people.
Yeah, you're just basically deceiving the people.
Yeah. It says Psalm 50:20, thou sittest and speakest against thy brother, thou slanderest thine own mother's son.
Yeah. You speak against the children of Israel, the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. For example, the whole DEI thing. That's really going into targeting Jake, because recently a lot of so-called black federal workers have been laid off, or just fired, and that's a part of the whole DEI thing. And when one of those planes went down, he blamed it on DEI.
Yeah.
And then he blamed it on Jake right afterwards. And then I'm like, yo, this guy's proud. Like the way how he just, slid it in there and he said it so calm.
Yeah, diversity, equity, inclusion.
Yeah, like that's basically what it is.
And he basically did away with that, and that was something that was a big step for you so-called Negroes during the civil rights movements. That's a big accomplishment, and Jake really thought they was doing something. But now, Jake's starting to see that they really still, they ain't shit. Trusting this so-called white man, look what he doing to you. Because the DEI really made, put Jake in a position to succeed, with certain businesses, certain opportunities, but that was all the spirit of Yahweh Shimi Hawashai, giving you that success for a time, but, a lot of Jake, as scriptures say, they become, calm, they settle on their leads, on their lead,
Yeah.
So I'm just sure if it says, these things hast thou done, and I kept silence.
Yeah, because for a certain amount of time, the Lord didn't really do much, because Esau was set up, as a whooping stick. Esau was made, to oppress our people as a punishment for us, sinning against the Lord and breaking the covenant that we made with him. That's all Esau's really set up for. And then for a certain amount of time, when you go to Revelation, I think it's 3 days and a half, their dead bodies. We didn't know who we were, because it was beaten out of us, and we were chained up literally. And then after a certain point, the Lord started to deal with Israel again, starting with the Abba Bibbins, going all the way down, today with our elders and apostles. And now we're alive again. So for a time, the Lord was silent, but now the Lord is rebuking Esau to his face through the prophets.
Yeah, we can probably get that.
I got something real quick.
I'll finish this.
You got it.
All right, it says, these things hast thou done, and I kept silence. Thou thoughtest that I was altogether such as one as thyself.
Yeah. Esau thought that the Lord was with, all of what he was doing to our people. The murder. He would rob from Jake. He stole millions off of what Jake made. After slavery, because they thought is that we were, animals, we were monkeys, right? And then after slavery, we started to live good, started our own town, and started to make money. We had our own everything, banks. We had our own fuel system resources, and then Esau would bomb the town, right? You bomb the town and steal everything.
They did that during Black Wall Street. You know, there are some towns they just flooded, turned into lakes.
Yeah, yeah. So Esau thought that the Lord was with it, but the Lord really wasn't with it.
Right. Psalms 50 and 21. These things hast thou done, and I kept silence. Thou thoughtest that I was altogether such as one as thyself,
Yeah.
but I will reprove thee and set them in order before thine eyes.
And this is what's happening right now. That's why, brothers are able to go into the scriptures and break down the scriptures and, rebuke you to your face. It's not, literally to your face, because certain elites, we don't know where they are, but they can see us. So through the YouTube, through the internet, they are watching, and then we are rebuking them to their face because they are watching us on the screen. That's what, rebuking it to your face is. And, the elites, they watch us, the high people, the government, they know that we're Israelites, and they do watch us.
Yeah,
No?
something like this.
Yep, I got it for you.
Yeah.
This is 2 Thessalonians chapter 2. Let me start at verse 7. For the mystery of iniquity doth already work. Only he who now letteth will let until he be taken out of the way. And then shall the wicked be revealed, whom the Lord shall consume with the spirit of his mouth, and shall destroy with the brightness of his coming. Yep. 2 Thessalonians,
Yeah.
2 Thessalonians chapter 2, verse 7. For the mystery of iniquity doth already work.
The mystery of iniquity going into unequalness, imbalance, sin. The mystery of iniquity back then was the Edomites that was ruling during the Roman Empire. And now they're back again today, because this is the reincarnation of the Roman Empire. That's why America's symbol is the eagle, just like Rome. And Edomites are ruling today, just like how they did in ancient Rome.
Only he who now letteth will let until he be taken out of the way.
Only he who now letteth will let. So the Most High allowed the so-called Romans to rule back then, and then he allowed Jake, to get up into power for a certain amount of time, and the Lord took Jake down and allowed Esau to rise up again during the Renaissance. And now the Most High is letting Esau rule, but that rulership is about to, be done.
And then shall that wicked be revealed, whom the Lord shall consume with the spirit of his mouth, and shall destroy with the brightness of his coming.
So the wicked is being revealed right now, starting with our apostles and elders on down. We are actually revealing to the world, to our people, and to the nations and to Esau, that Esau is the devil. He is a so-called white man. He is Esau. He's the Edomites. We're breaking down that they're the Romans coming back into power, and by the spirit of his mouth, the mouth of the Most High are the prophets. So what we're doing now is that scripture coming to pass.
Even him whose coming is after the working of Satan, with all power and signs and lying wonders.
Yep. Shall I read it again?
Even him whose coming is after the working of Satan, with all power and signs and lying wonders.
Him is talking about Esau, is after the work of Satan, because this whole system was built upon Satanism, and dealing with this whole, this switch to everything being digital, and there's no privacy, and the MOTB, that's all basically lying wonders. That's all the working of Satan. The MOTB is a wonder. The lying wonders, this technology, the digital currency, where you could have literally nothing and pay for something with ones and zeros. That's lying wonders. And they're gonna have more technology that's gonna wow the people and trick some of the people into taking the MOTB so that they could be, slaves.
14 verse. I have a few verses. And with all deceivableness of unrighteousness in them that perish, because they receive not the love of the truth, that they might be saved.
Yeah, so Esau's gonna come with more deception, with his technology, that a lot of our people are gonna be deceived into taking the MOTB, but they're gonna perish in the end. When those missiles hit, 2/3 are gonna be gone because they didn't take heed. The lying wonders, technology has been so much improved in the last 20, 30 years. That's it. It wows you, but it's all the Most High's. It's not Esau. Esau doesn't get the credit because you just can't go from, horse and carriage to like jets in 100 years when most of history has been horse and carriages.
The Most High allowed it to happen.
Right?
Yeah.
No, go ahead.
It says that they all might be damned who believe not the truth, but verse 11, it's like, and for this cause Yahweh shall send them strong delusion that they should believe a lie.
Yeah, the strong delusion is talking about these other philosophies, and also you have strong delusions of people that are so-called in the truth. Because for one, if you know the name of the Lord Yahweh Bashim Al Shai, it's beautiful. But then you have some people that are calling on Christ. You have some people that believe that Esau and the nations can be saved. You have some people that believe that you could eat pork and there's nothing wrong with it. Some people don't believe on the Sabbath and the new moon. Some people,
They don't believe Esau is a white man.
or they don't believe Esau is a white man.
They don't believe the 12 tribe sign.
The tribe sign is very important. Like a lot of people that so-called in the truth are actually in delusion. They just know that they're Israelite. That's it. So the Lord had them set apart for destruction if they don't repent.
Yep. It says that they all might be damned who believe not the truth, but have pleasure in unrighteousness.
Had pleasure in unrighteousness. Going about with their own righteousness. Especially like with these women, they making videos, with the head wraps and the dresses. They look the part, but they're really demons. Trying to tell you, how the scripture works and all that. That's a good example.
That was it.
That's it. 2 Corinthians 2:11.
What's the last?
Okay. It says, "Let sin take advantage of us." His devices.
Yes, Satan is the so-called white man, right? Because Satan, means adversary. That Satan is the enemy of the children of Israel and of the Most High and Yahweh Shai. And he's made that way.
Yeah, but that's talking about the actual spiritual demon sitting right there.
Oh, okay, so
Yeah. Let's lock it. Let's go into the standard. All right, let's go. So, let sin should get an advantage of us, for we are not ignorant of his devices.
yeah, his devices is going into his wicked plans, that he has, for the future, because he don't have his blessing anymore, so he wants to force to, make his blessing come to pass, and that's what the NWO is all about. Everybody's gonna be under him, and then he's gonna try to be immortal through technology, which is not gonna work.
Right. It's Matthew 24 and 24. For there shall arise false Christs and false prophets.
Okay, read that again.
We'll go back.
Yeah,
Okay.
because that's really talking about the spiritual demon Satan. That's what he's talking about.
Okay. This is 2 Corinthians 2:11. That sin should get an advantage of us, for we are not ignorant of his devices.
Now, yeah, you know, the white man is the devil, but that's actually talking about the spiritual demon Satan right there. That Satan or the adversary should get an advantage of us. We're not ignorant of his devices. So if Satan is getting an advantage over you, that means Satan is deceiving you by any means, whether he's deceiving you, whether he's tempting you to do evil, for we are not ignorant of his devices. So we have to be ignorant of the devices of Satan, because if we are ignorant, then we can be ensnared by it. We can get caught up in the wiles, meaning the tricks of the devil. And you could also apply that to, you know, so-called white man. In general, Satan could jump on anybody. Esau got his ways of deceivableness and wickedness as well, but that's really going into the spiritual demon Satan right there.
Come on. So it's going to Matthew 24 and 24. For there shall arise false Christs and false prophets, and shall show great signs and wonders, in so much that, if it were possible, they shall deceive the very elect. You know, false Christs, false prophets, right? You had got the Roman Catholic Church that's pushing, straight lies, all right? Blasphemy, great signs and wonders, right? Going into this man's technology, and as much that it were possible, they shall deceive the very elect. Now, when we talk about some technology they have is what the nuclear missiles, right? When we speak by Revelations, when the fire came down from heaven, okay, that humbled the nations, right? And now today, when they try to bring this new world order, what they're gonna use that MOTB.
Yep.
Like you got Elon Musk. He made it. I believe he bought the company or whatever, right? But either way, he could have moved before, or do certain things telepathically. Okay, but that's great wonders. You might put it in your arm just so you could open your car door without the keys. All right. Some people are gonna want to do it for fashion. They want to they'll take the chip for fashion. They'll take the chip for medical reasons, right? Huh?
To look cool.
To look cool.
Image.
For an image, because they want to be cyborgs, right? But that's all lead you to death, man. And it says, if it were possible, they shall deceive the very elect. So that just shows you how intense it's going to be with that when that chip is being pushed, right? Because first they're going to make it a choice, but then they're going to implement it. They're going to make it law, okay? Because that's going to replace the dollar bill. When you got your bank card, you see the chip in the bank card, they're going to put it in your hand. Because I see asking the kid that, if they take this chip and put it in my hand, is that the mark of the beast? Yes, that's the mark of the beast. All right, because it's an alphanumerical chip, but they're going to put it in your flesh, though. Okay? That was it.
Ezekiel 43 verse 12. And the Lord said, even thus shall the children of Israel eat their defiled bread.
Yeah, we got defiled bread. In this kingdom, we eat not defiled bread, man. Why? Because we in this form of captivity. Because the wicked is in rulership. All right, so the bread is defiled. Like a couple weeks back came out, they Red 3 that they put in things like the cherries. They put in it's in your Gatorade. It's in you buy Twinkies in your Twinkies, which you're supposed to be drinking or eating, none of stuff like that. But the point is that Esau is defiling the food among you, right? They put in pork in the plastic. So when you have your the chicken, you might go to the store and get a chicken breast. The chicken's lawful, but then it has plastic. The plastic has pork in it. Or they put gelatin in anything for no good reason.
Yeah.
Just to have Jake go off. That's that defiled bread. That's another reason why this man gotta go.
Even the brush, like brushes, the
Oh
bristles.
yeah, boars come from boars. And pork, and pork is like the cheapest of the meats. Pork is cheaper than beef. That's how you go play. Oh, let me get some whatever sausage. It's a pork sausage.
Right.
That's how when if I ever get a sausage. First of all, I don't get sausages from nowhere. That's Latin tribe, man. I don't like buying food from Latin tribe establishments. You know, they're cutting ham on the damn meat slicer.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
They put
Very seldom do I do that. Huh?
They put the crab sauce in your food.
Yeah, I saw the brother that he was there that day, bro.
Yeah, I heard about it, man.
Yeah, had a mall bite. He like got his back turned towards us, bro, and he put in the crab sauce in the brother food. And I peeped it and I asked the mall bite, what's good with you? And I told the brother he left.
With crab sauce? And
Yeah, bro. I think
something?
we was in the fish spot near the camp. I forgot what. We was eating something, bro. But he just put the crab sauce in his food. I think he put it on his white rice, bro. And I peeped him, bro. Like,
you gotta watch them fucking crack them damn heathens, man.
yeah.
Them sneaky ass goops. Like, ridiculous. Yeah, man.
That was going on?
Among the Gentiles, whether I have driven them. That's it.
Yeah.
Yeah, and like that's true. Said you're gonna eat your defiled bread among the Gentiles, whether I will drive them. You know, like the brother was saying with pork. You know, you can Google, is pork cheap? Pork is like the cheapest of the meats. That's where everywhere you go, pork is always an option. You know, you go to the supermarket, oh, it's beef sausage, 100% beef, but when you look at the ingredients, it says with pork casing. It's like, you know that little thing that be over the meat, you know, skin, whatever, that's pork. Come on, man. Ridiculous. No pork on that. Hairbrush made out of boar hairs. But that's hair, that's not like a deceased, animal.
Yeah.
But you understand what I'm saying? Like you go wear a camel skin garment. I mean, you just gotta shave the camel hair. You know what I'm saying? You gotta shave it off. You don't, not like you're wearing a camel skin. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But that's how he still operate. You know? Everything is defiled. Remember they had them documentaries, Cowspiracy, Food Inc. That's why they pushing fat acceptance now. And fat shaming. Why they shaming? Why they talking about fat acceptance? Because they know that people starting to realize Esau's food is defiled. They're starting to realize how corrupted the food industry is. People are choosing not to eat that garbage. So they saying, you know what? They got their things together, and said, well, let's come up with a term called fat acceptance. If people are accepting of being fat, and they got a term called fat shaming, so you can't ridicule them, then guess what? We don't got to worry about them not eating our food no more and being healthy. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Celebrate them for wanting to eat junk food, and then criticize the people who want to check them. Their bread is defiled. McDonald's defiled and French fries stay looking fresh for like 6 months. Come on. I bought some bagels, man. I forgot them to have them in the refrigerator. They months past they sell date. Them joints still look like I bought them last week.
So Matthew.
Plastic got BPA in it. What's it called? Bisphenol A. And they say that could like feminize you. It's crazy, man.
Yeah. This is Mark 16 to 18. It's to back you up, my life. This is they shall take up serpents, and if they drink any deadly thing, it shall not hurt them. They shall lay hands on the sick, and they shall.
Read that again?
Hold on a second. This is Mark 16, 18. It says they shall, Mark 16 and 18, they shall take up serpents, and if they drink any deadly thing, it shall not hurt them. They shall lay hands on the sick, and they shall recover.
Yeah, so if we drink any deadly thing, it's not gonna hurt us, man. Look where we at now. So anything that's forced upon us. So it says, we're gonna take up serpents, right?
Yeah, I'll read it again.
Okay.
It says, they shall take up serpents, and if they drink any deadly thing, it shall not hurt them.
Yeah, so we're gonna take up serpents. Now serpents is what? A deadly creature. It could be poisonous. And if we drink any deadly thing, it's not gonna hurt us. Meaning what? Anything that our enemies seek to do to hinder the word, it's not gonna be successful. Anything our enemy may seek to hurt, may use to hurt us, to harm us, they won't be successful. So if your enemy puts you in a pit of snakes, it ain't gonna harm you. If enemy try to make you drink poison, it's not gonna harm you. In other words, whatever it is that our enemy does to try to hinder the truth, to harm us, he's not gonna be successful. You know? So no matter what it is, so it's just referencing, associating the apostles teaching the word and encountering things that could be deemed deadly or that could be deemed a hindrance.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So if he saw, he said, you know what, let's go to Arab, restaurants in these J neighborhoods, corner stores, and Crown Fried Chicken, Mama Fried Chicken, Kingly Fried Chicken, Papa Fried Chicken. You know they selling shrimp up in there.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? You can Google it. Jake got like 2 times more fast food restaurants in their neighborhoods than white neighborhoods. Go ahead.
It says they shall lay hands on the sick and they shall recover.
Yeah, and that's what the apostle was doing. And we're doing that now, but more so not in the actual healing because we don't got the power. But we're doing it through the word, man. Healing people by the word. What's that, Psalm 107 and 20? You know? That's it.
Oh, I got something.
Yeah.
This is 1 Corinthians chapter 3, verse 16. Know ye not that ye are the temple of the Most High, and that the Spirit of the Most High dwelleth in you?
Yeah, so we the temple of the Most High. And the Spirit of the Most High dwells in us. Go ahead.
If any man defile the temple of the Most High,
Start up a verse.
it says 1 Corinthians chapter 3, verse 15. If any man's work,
Okay, that's good. Go back to 6.
1 Corinthians chapter 3 and 16. Know ye not that ye are the temple of the Most High, and that the Spirit of the Most High dwelleth in you? If any man,
Go ahead.
if any man defile the temple of the Most High, him shall the Most High destroy.
Yeah, so defiling the temple just don't mean, oh, look, that brother, he had a piece of shrimp. You thought I wasn't looking. It isn't really talking about that. Talking about anything that's deemed unholy, anything that's deemed profane. That could be something that's actually unclean to eat. It can be, anything that's looked at as sinful, wicked. That's an example of defiling the temple. Go ahead.
For the temple of the Most High is holy, which temple ye are.
That's it.
I'm out one more verse. Let no man deceive himself. If any man among you seemeth to be wise in this world, let him be a fool that he may be wise.
So if anybody seeks to be wise in this world, let him be a fool that they may be wise. What does it mean to be wise in this world? The wisdom of this world, so-called science, any form of knowledge that's deemed prestigious in the world that we live in. You wise in that, but you gotta become a fool so that you may be wise, meaning you gotta unlearn all of those things that you thought were valuable, all those things that you thought were true. Unlearn that so that you become wise in this wisdom, knowledge, understanding of the scriptures. Because this is the only wisdom that's gonna lead to your salvation. People can't accept it because, oh look, it's just this Bible, everybody got this. They think that for you to get knowledge, you gotta go to school for years, you gotta get a degree. They think it gotta be some kind of book somewhere with a lock on it, with a padlock on it. You know what I'm saying? They think it gotta be something like that. Because the movies and these TV shows, they romanticize stuff like that. Go ahead.
For the wisdom of this world is foolishness with the Most High.
Right, the wisdom of this world is foolish with the Most High. Esau and this seed, you got dark matter in space, and you got dark energy, and you got, the Hubble telescope, and you got, what's the other telescope? It's another telescope that's just above that, but what it's called, I always forget the name of it. And you got this telescope, you got that telescope, and we can see, because Esau could look into space and he could see, according to what he sees, he says the universe is continually expanding. See, the universe is this shape and it's like this, and the universe that, and this, that. It's impossible to go faster, speed of light, blah, 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 black hole. Esau think you know everything. Read that part again.
For the wisdom of this world is foolishness with the Most High.
Yeah, that's foolishness with the Most High. Most High don't care about none of that. Esau always think he knows something. Esau's knowledge is limited. See, this is the 5th dimension, and this is the fourth dimension. Esau thinks he can explain every damn thing. You know?
For it is written, he taketh the wise in their own craftiness.
Yeah, Esau takes the wise in his own craftiness. So Esau get caught up in his own garbage. So Esau, that's the scripture say in the book of Proverbs, it says, whoso taketh a stone and rolleth it, will fall upon them. Whoso diggeth ditches shall fall upon them, they shall fall in it. So Esau get caught up in his own trick, he get caught up in his own deceit. You know?
Yeah, one more verse. And again, the Lord knoweth that the thoughts of the wise, that they are vain.
Esau, no side knows the thoughts of Esau are vain. See, Esau says, see, what's going to happen is, the universe is this many billions of years old and this, that, and third. See, these devils is powerful, man. Esau think he got all the answers. You know? They think they can go and say, Pluto was a planet years ago, now all of a sudden it's not a planet. But if it was a planet, when you put in all the books saying it's a planet, now all of a sudden it's not. That shows that Esau don't know what the hell he's talking about. You know, it's evolutionary theories. Oh, see, we don't really come from apes. We come from the human and apes got the same ancestor. Esau always trying to change something up. Because Esau thinks he's God. You know what I'm saying? Esau thinks that he God. In all aspects of life. You look at these comic books, Esau think he God. You go, you got a comic books and they got, this is this character, the cosmic entity of the Marvel universe. And they all look like crackers. Or some type of cracker. You know? That's Esau. They made Superman is so-called Jew. That's just Esau's pride. That's all it really is. And Esau's pride is shown in all aspects of life. Any advertisement, a Jehovah's Witness, Kingdom Hall thing. What's that thing called? What was it called?
Watchtower.
The Watchtower.
Yeah.
You look at it, white people everywhere. You look at some old Bible movie, you look at biblical movie, white people is in there. An actual movie, white people. Cartoon, white people. Commercial advertisement, white people. Hell, if you go to a store and you buying a picture frame, it's a white family in a damn picture frame. The little white boy holding a soccer ball. That's what Esau's pride is high. You know? Right. And then they take they take people out there who are historically black and they'll go and make them white.
Yeah.
He's gonna boost up his own pride. That's what it's all about. Or the Egyptians is white.
Yeah.
So out of all the places in Africa, why I gotta be the most advanced civilization to come out of there? And he's so proud, right? Because
That's true.
I got some.
why they ain't saying the pygmies is white?
I got something for you.
Mhm.
This 1 Corinthians chapter 1 verse 25. Because the foolishness of Yahweh is wiser than men, and the weakness of Yahweh
Right?
and the weakness of Yahweh is stronger than men.
So the foolishness of the Most High is wiser than men, and the reasons of the Most High is stronger than men. So the thing that Esau deems foolish in regards to the Most High is wiser than men. It's greater than men's knowledge. Because this is the only knowledge that's going to actually lead to something fruitful. See, with Esau's knowledge, you can get a job, you can make some money. You know, you can study things, look at things under a microscope. The other telescope is called the Webb telescope. The James Webb telescope. You look through a telescope and look at different planets and galaxies and all of that. You actually can look through the telescope and see these things. So we know these things do exist, yeah. But that's foolishness to the Most High. Esau, you can just see these things. You can only understand these things to a limited degree. And it said the weakness of the Most High is stronger than men. So that which the Most High has that's deemed weak, which is also His word, is stronger than men, than the knowledge of men. Because this knowledge here is just temporal. This is temporal wisdom knowledge. You know, that's not going to amount to nothing. Go ahead.
For ye see your calling, brethren, how that not many wise men after the flesh, not many mighty, not many noble are called.
So people that's considered wise, strong in the flesh, and noble not called. You know why? Because it's hard for them to give those things up. It's hard for them to understand that the things that they've devoted their lives to, don't really have much value. You think that Neil deGrasse Tyson is gonna give up all of that astrophysicist stuff? No, it's not gonna happen. He's been studying that for decades. He's been studying that all his life. He's not gonna turn around and say, you know, this is BS and start following this Bible thing. Because he's gonna look how my colleagues gonna look at me. My colleagues gonna actually see me reading the Bible? Hell no. You know?
But Yahweh had chosen the foolish things of the world to confound the wise.
Yeah, the Most High have chosen the foolish things of this world to confound the wise. So the thing that's deemed foolish in this world, which is this Bible, that's gonna confound the wise, because it's gonna be shown that this knowledge is superior over all. That the Bible reigns imperial, the Bible reigns supreme over all. The day is gonna come. We don't know exactly what day that is, but we know we're getting closer according to what's within the scriptures. And we can't wait. We can't wait, man. Esau, you and your cartoons and your movies and your TV shows are boldly going where no man has gone before. You're gonna get there in chains. You know, look at these cartoons and movies, Esau drifting through space, all of that, Star Trek, Deep Space Nine, G Gundam and them Goops, Gundam Wing. You know what I'm saying? They ain't never gonna go there.
That's right.
They ain't never gonna go there. But in chains, man. Gundam Wing and G Gundam and Star Trek Deep Space Nine. They used to come on UPN 9 at like 5 or 6 in the evening. Guess what? You crackers, you ain't gonna go there, man. And then on the ship, you know, they got some stupid looking alien dude. It ain't gonna be going on. You know? That's supposed to represent Jake. You niggas, the aliens in other nations. The boss, a cracker leading charge. And occasionally they'll make a black character of prominence. No, we gonna be the ones taking out their own chains, man. We drifting through space and looking at the stars and the nebula and all the other Andromeda and all that stuff out there.
Yeah.
We gonna be the ones going there, man. The Most High created that for us. I mean, come on, you can go on YouTube and type in how big is the universe to a human, and they'll show like a human on a beach or on the grass, and then it'll be like going away and away and away and away and away, into like there's thousands of galaxies, man. We can't even count them. Why? Why would it be all these galaxies for?
Yeah.
All these planets for? Because Israel's gonna keep increasing. The Most High is not gonna create all of these things. That, all right, that's it. Y'all just gonna be on Earth for all eternity. Nah. It's gonna be some bunch of different galaxies out there. We don't even know what the Most High got in store. You know, different colors. You can't imagine your own color. You know what I'm saying? Different dimensions. You got 1D objects, 2D objects, 3D objects. You don't know what those 6, 7, 8 dimensional objects look.
Let me say something real quick.
Yeah, brother.
This is from I googled it. This is from the scientificamerica.com. It says, will the universe ever stop expanding? It says the universe is constantly expanding at an ever fast rate. When we say that the universe is expanding, we mean something pretty literal. And that's from Dan Skolnick, an associate professor of physics at Duke University.
See that? Now, when you look it up, they say the universe is expanding faster than the speed of light. Look at the speed of light. It says the speed of light is 299,792,458 miles a second, or something like that. Hold on. It says the speed of light is approximately 670. That's meter. That was meters per second. So it's 670,716,629 miles an hour. That's ridiculous. But they said that the universe is expanding faster than that. You know, because they say the universe is not like an actual object. It's not really. It's not an object. It's just space itself that just keep going and going and going. Those scriptures say in Isaiah, he spread it as a curtain.
Right.
The heaven's like a curtain.
Yeah.
So it's going to keep expanding and expanding and expanding. Why? Because Israel going to keep expanding and expanding and expanding. That's why. You know, the Most High didn't create all of these planets and galaxies for no reason. I mean, Esau can't. Oh well, Esau saying, well, the universe was created by this particle and that particle colliding together. And no, the Most High created it. Oh, who created him? Nobody created him. The Most High has always existed. But that doesn't make any sense because you, a man, that's the wisdom of this world. The Most High always existed. You know.
Yeah, it says is you have one?
No, you got it.
Okay, Psalms.
Well, I had a slot. I had a little bit. I thought you
Okay,
were
yeah,
still
finish
reading.
it.
My bad. So, on 1 Corinthians chapter 1, verse 27, but Yahweh had chosen the foolish things of the world to confound the wise, and Yahweh had chosen the weak things of the world to confound the things which are mighty.
That's right. And the weak things, the scripture's gonna confound the mighty because why? Everything that's written in the scripture is gonna confound Esau's so-called wisdom and prove that this wisdom was correct all along. You know?
And base things of the world and things which are despised had Yahweh chosen, yea, and
As us. Go ahead.
yea, and things which are not, to bring to naught things that are, that no flesh should glory in his presence.
Yeah, things that is deemed nothing gonna bring to existence the things that are. Read that again, read it.
Okay, verse 28. And base things of the world and things which are despised had Yahweh chosen, yea, and things which are not, to bring to naught things that are.
Yeah, things which are not to bring nothing, things that are. So this word looked at as nothing, we look at as nothing. We're gonna bring to naught things that are. That are deemed something. Esau and his kingdom. And his knowledge, so-called, false so-called.
That no flesh should glory in his presence.
Yeah, you're not gonna glory in the Most High's presence because y'all gonna be confounded. That pride is gonna be wiped from you. Or something?
Yeah, this is Psalm 104. It says, bless the Most High Yahweh, on my soul, O Lord, my power. Thou art very great. Thou art clothed with honor and majesty, who covereth thyself with lights and with a. It says, who covereth thyself with light as with a garment, who stretched out the heavens like a curtain.
There you go. So the heavens is great and continually expanded. So the Most High is stretching it out. And that's for Israel, man. See, Esau, it's hard people to fathom. So you mean to tell me God, this God you believe in, is causing the universe to continually expand for so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans upon their father's line to rule for all eternity. Is that what you're telling me? They can't fathom how something that great as the Most High, something that great, something as great as the Most High can exist, something as great as the universe could be made for a low group of people. A group of people that's deemed lowly. You know?
Yeah, that's why Esau in those labs and he's smashing those particles together.
Yeah.
You know, trying not that we create nothing, but just trying to understand how it's created. Because they want you to believe, they hell bent on you believing that the earth was created on a big bang theory, two particles collided and all of a sudden everything just came out perfectly. You know, and it's a damn lie. You know, they'd rather believe that than believe the truth.
Because Esau don't want to accept that there's a being out there greater than him.
That's right.
You know?
I got something real quick. It's Isaiah 14:13. For thou hast said in thine heart, I will ascend into heaven, I will exalt my throne above the stars of the Most High. Right. It says, I will sit up also upon the mount of the congregation in the sides of the north. Now when it says, for thou hast said in thy heart, I will ascend into heaven, and that's going into their satellites and spaceships. Right, but it's only so far into the outer space that Esau could get. You know, he can't pass the Van Allen belt. It says, I will also ascend into heaven. Now, Esau wish he could get out there, you know, so he got the satellites, he could look. He could maybe shoot some projectiles out of space, you know, until they lose signal, right? But that's about as much as they could do. It says, I'll exalt my throne above the stars of the Most High, right? And that's going into the actual stars, right? But then the stars also talking about Israel. You know, we known as stars in the scriptures. It says, I will sit also upon the mount of the congregation, and that mount the congregation you're sitting upon is you saw for Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, the Israelites. Okay, I will sit also upon the mount of the congregation, meaning what? He's going to rule over Israel. This is what he's doing right now. He's in position of authority, right? And we put us on the bottom, last high, first fire. Okay, bottom feeders, put us in the ghettos. Okay, it says they actually treat dogs and their pets better than they treat Israel. You know, it says, I will sit also upon the mount of congregation in the sides of the north, and that's going into North America, right? This is where Judah and Ephraim is oppressed together. All right, and what proves that is they allow these different nations, like they let if these nations are at war, like Ukraine, they allow those certain Ukrainians to come into the country. But here it is, you got Haiti that's going through their own struggles right now, but they'll deny the Haitians from coming in, okay? Because they don't give a damn about which Haiti is the so-called Levites, you know, yeah. Spirits want you to believe it, okay? Now, they don't care about the nations, the Israelites, man. They know who the real Israelites are, right? And they know what's going to happen once we gain in power. That's why they want to really try to stop that as much as they can. But guess what? You can't stop this. It's not of your will. It says Isaiah 14:14. I will ascend above the heights of the clouds. I will be like the Most High. See, Esau wants to be like the Most High, like the elder was going into. You know, Esau wants to know everything, wants to control everything. He wants to be like the Most High, right? But the Most High has Esau in the trick bag. It's only so much he could do until the Lord just, you know, smashes him, man. Okay? Annihilates him. Isaiah 14:15. Yet thou shalt be brought down to hell to the sides of the pit. Right? Going into the grave. You're going to be destroyed, Esau, in the end. Okay? Because even when you go into those underground bunkers, when this place is being eviscerated by those nuclear missiles, by those chariots, you're going to be up in those bunkers, man, underground. And guess what? You're going to be taken up out of them bunkers and you're going to be put into captivity. And then you're going to see what's really out there in those galaxies, but it's going to be by force.
Exactly, by force. You're going to be on chains outside of the ship.
Yeah.
Drifted through interstellar space. It's like the space between one planet and another.
Yeah. It says, yet thou shalt be brought down to hell to the sides of the pit. All right. It says, they that see thee shall narrowly look upon thee and consider thee, saying, is this the man that made the earth to tremble, that did it shaking kingdoms? So you got to understand, the Lord gives power to who he chooses to, you know. So Esau had his time to rule, okay. You had the Medo-Persians, they had their time to rule. The Babylonians had their time to rule. Different nations had their time to rule. Yeah. You know, and Esau is no different. The only thing is, this is the last rulership for these heathens, man.
Last hurrah.
Last hurrah. After this, these nations going into hardcore captivity, man. Yeah. They're gonna pay for everything they've done to the nation of Israel. And Esau can't avoid it. That's what he wants to avoid, because he knows what's going on. Esau knows the prophecies.
Those top Jews, top so-called Jews, they know. Yeah. They're so-called Jews. How could they not know?
Right? They searched out everything. Mm-hmm. Yeah, what's that?
I'm gonna add something. This is Isaiah chapter 45, verse 17 and 18. But Israel shall be saved in the Lord with an everlasting salvation.
Yeah, Israel shall be saved in the Lord, you know. Starting with the elect, of course. All right, the first fruits of the kingdom, the elect. That's why, you know, we out here doing the works, because we of the hopeful elect. You want to be saved. You want to be beamed up into those chariots when it's supposed to be destroyed. You want to be in the kingdom righteously. You know, want to be at peace with Yahweh, Yahweh Shai. You don't want the Lord Yahweh Shah to come down here and say he don't know you. Okay? We fear that, you know? Go on.
Ye shall not be ashamed, nor confounded, world without end.
We won't be ashamed nor confound the world without end. Okay? We never be ashamed because who makes us ashamed? The Most High does. Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shah. Right now we're ashamed in this captivity, in these vile bodies. You know, this is a shameful state. Okay? Breaking the laws, statutes, and commandments. But in the kingdom, we never break the laws, statutes, and commandments. And as for doing so, the Lord's gonna give us those righteous bodies, okay? And we're gonna have these nations in subjections forever. Okay, so this is a future prophecy. It's not happening now. This is going into the kingdom. All right.
For thus saith the Lord that created the heavens, the Most High himself.
So I know created the heavens. It wasn't a big bang. All right, it wasn't some stroke of luck or anything like that.
Yeah, 1 in 18 trillion chance.
Yeah, yeah. No, it was the Most High. Right.
The Most High himself that formed the earth and made it. He hath established it. He created it not in vain.
So don't wait, read it again?
From the top.
What you just read?
All right. He hath established it.
No, before that.
For thus saith the Lord that created the heavens, the Most High himself that formed the earth and made it. He hath established it. He created it not in vain.
So the Most High created the heavens. He's saying, I didn't create the earth in vain. He didn't create the heavens in vain. So guess what? All of that stuff ain't just there to be sitting there. Everybody knows it's there. Because Esau ain't never gonna get to no Mars, man. Esau ain't, that ain't gonna happen, man. You ain't getting to no Neptune, no Saturn, none of that. You ain't getting there, man.
That's a myth.
That's a myth. You ain't going to another galaxy. It's never gonna happen. They got something out there called we got the Voyager 1 and the Voyager 2. It's like these satellites that Esau launched like 40-something years ago, or however long. One of them is like 15 billion miles away, and another one is like 13 billion miles away. And it takes like 20-something hours, almost a whole day for them to like communicate with it. Well, it don't matter how long you got it out there. I mean, you never, and guess what? Esau's seeing stuff out there in space, man. Yeah. He's seeing stuff out there. He ain't telling the world. You know, when Esau would reveal something, trust me, they already knew it like 15, 20 years ago, prior. You know?
Yeah.
Or more.
Yeah, there's human chariots out there. Chariots out there building the Heavenly Father.
Yeah.
You know?
But what they seeing, no, that's not no stroke of luck being created out there. You know? They seeing stuff out there probably being created. They're like, that, what's going on? How's that thing forming? You know?
Yeah.
He created it not in vain. He formed it to be inhabited. I am the Lord, and there is none else.
There you go.
I got something back you up. This second Ezra chapter 8 verse 1, and he answered me saying, the Most High had made this world for many, but the world to come for few.
Yeah, it's the kingdom of heaven. It's only gonna be for Israel. You know, for the beginning with the elect. This world we in now. You got the 2/3 here, you got the other nations. But the world to come is gonna be for Israel, man. Children of Israel begin with the elect. You so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans based on your father's line, man. Yeah, that's it. That's it? Okay.
I won't, this is Isaiah chapter 49 and in verse 23. And kings shall be thy nursing fathers, and their queens thy nursing mothers. They shall bow down to thee with their face toward the earth.
Yeah, it's these heathens now. All these heathens. All right, because right now America's on the downfall. You got these nations thinking about they next up in rulership. You got I think it's China or it's Japan over there talking about they could harness the power of the sun on Earth. okay, trying to get some kind of fuel or what do you call it, nuclear energy. All right, guess what? China, Japan, you ain't next up, man.
Nah.
Okay, that's all. That's all in vain. Esau is trying to search out the heavens is in vain. Russia want to be next is in vain. Okay, next up is Israel. Okay, right? And you say nations, your lineage supposed to be right now in this world. They would think, oh, these guys are royal families, whatever. They can't be touched. Guess what? In the kingdom, you're gonna be maids and servants. You're gonna be in captivity.
Yeah.
Okay, I don't want to say maids and servants. It's gonna be worse than that.
Yeah, because that sounds kind of good.
Yeah, that don't sound bad at all. You know,
Nah. Maybe just bringing sandwiches? Okay, no.
Yeah,
You blood.
yeah. Because what did you do to us in captivity, man? You had them kids, treating us like you might have a little white Edomite baby, and then might be a slave baby, but then the slave baby will be like a doll to the Edomite baby.
Like the movie.
Like a toy.
What the movie man Dingo or Drum?
Goodbye, Uncle Phil.
Good Bongo Time, but she was pulling a Jake baby by a chain around his neck.
Yeah.
And she like a leash.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, so you gotta pay for all that, man. You gonna receive that but double. Right?
And lick up the dust of thy feet.
Yeah, so you're gonna be in a humiliating, humble state. You know?
And thou shalt know that I am the Lord. For they shall not be ashamed that wait for me.
Yeah, we first of all it's going to the elect, right? The elect is waiting, but then ultimately all Israel's gonna be in a state of rulership, man. But these nations are gonna be in a humble state. You're gonna have them on the bottom of our feet.
Right.
Okay, and I think it's in Psalms also. Something verse in Psalms also.
So it's Isaiah.
Isaiah, okay, it's not here. I think it's Isaiah 50.
60, I got that.
60? Okay, yeah, all right, cool. The spirit. You got it.
Okay, this Isaiah chapter 60, verse 10. And the sons of strangers shall build up thy walls, and their kings shall minister unto thee. For in my wrath I smote thee, and in my favor have I had mercy.
No, go on, say.
Oh, right, so the sons of strangers is going to the heathen nations, and they're going to build up the kingdom of heaven, which will be a kingdom ran by the Hebrew Israelites, so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native American Indians. We're going to take the nations, starting with the elite banking families. We're going to take them as captives, and we're going to take them from their bunkers and bring them back to the land of Israel. And they're going to build up the kingdom of heaven, which will be a kingdom made out of precious gold, precious metals, gold, silver, and various rare stones, sapphire, emerald, amethyst. That's the next kingdom to come. It says, for in my wrath I smote thee, right, because we disobeyed Yahweh Shah. We didn't follow the Lord's statutes commandments. So he put curses upon us. And part of the curses was us being slaves to our enemies. But in my favor have I had mercy on me. And that's the love of the Most High. He promised our forefathers, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, that they would have descendants of kings and priests. And we are those descendants. We're going to be those future kings and priests under the power of Yahweh Shah.
And if you pay attention, it said the sons of strangers are going to build the wall. Meaning what? The following generation. So this is going to be a continual thing.
Right.
It's not you, just your son, it's him. But when he have a son, that's just going to be at. No. The sons of strangers are going to build the wall, meaning the future generations of the mother nations, they're going to be building up our kingdom, meaning this is servitude. They're going to be having to keep building and building and building.
Yeah, right now these nations have generational wealth. Like in Saudi Arabia, you have those different princes and whatnot, billionaires, royalty, England. The kingdom, it's going to be a generation of captivity.
Yeah. Read on?
Yep.
It says, therefore thy gate shall be open continually. They shall not be shut day nor night, that men may bring unto thee the forces of the Gentiles, and that their kings may be brought. And the forces of the Gentiles is going to the resources of the wealth that these heathen nations got. As you mentioned, you know, like Africa, India, they have an abundance of wealth. They got various herbs,
Minerals.
various minerals. They got gold in the ground. You know, the heathen, they're gonna be digging all that up, and they're gonna be checking in and paying tribute to the Israelites.
Yeah.
That's gonna be taxes.
I said gates open day and night.
Mhm.
So that's coming in.
Yeah.
No.
Over and over and over again. It's gonna be like work. It's gonna be like
All the resources.
it's gonna be like working in a on a conveyor belt.
Mm.
Like damn, you're working on a conveyor belt. You putting stuff in a box.
Yeah,
And you know, every time you turn, there's always something else. You're like, damn, when I'm gonna get a break.
yeah,
You know,
yeah.
it's like a truck comes to your job to deliver something. You gotta take out some planks or whatever the hell it is. And you've been at it for like 2 hours. You gotta bring out chairs, whatever. You keep looking like, damn, it's just like you ain't going nowhere.
Yeah.
That's how it's gonna be. The gate's gonna be open continually, man. The gates to the city. You got to keep bringing in goods and bringing in slaves and bringing in goods and bringing in slaves and bringing in goods and bringing in slaves.
And even the gates, you ain't the one that's gonna be like the gate going into like the docks or whatever. However the goods are coming in, or by chariot, who knows? But as far as like the transaction, bringing in, unloading and packing it up, we ain't doing that either.
I don't know.
Okay, we ain't doing that either, man.
I'm gonna say the ships of Tarshish gonna wait for you.
Yeah.
So they'll be coming on ships.
Yeah.
Get over here, crackers. You know what I'm saying? They gonna come over here, you know, sand niggas. Get over there, Ishmaelite. Get over there, Edomite.
Yeah.
And guess what? They gonna be coming up them ships in chains, crying. Please, my Lord. That's how they gonna be. Or beat up, and gonna kick them in their head. You gonna hit them in their head, half of their brain gonna be hanging out their head. But we gonna have the spirit on us that's not even gonna look gruesome to us.
Yeah.
You know, see the videos in live when somebody break their leg, you like, damn, That ain't what happened in the kingdom. The kingdom, you gonna hit somebody in the head with
Straight face.
a mallet. They gonna be like, you ever seen Walking Dead?
Yeah.
Remember when Negan hit Glenn in the head with the spike back with Lucille
Oh,
control?
shit.
He was like, no.
R.I.P. gun.
I'm saying the kingdom of heaven, we gonna hit you upside the head with a mallet, like Steel from the comics.
Yeah.
We gonna hit you in the head with a goddamn mallet and knock off part of your brain. You know what I'm saying? Half of your face gonna be hanging. And guess what? We ain't even gonna squirm,
Yeah.
brother.
That's true.
It's gonna be like nothing to us.
Yeah.
I mean, you know what I'm saying? You ain't even gonna squirm. We're gonna kick you and half of your ribs gonna be out your body. You gonna this like this part of your body gonna be showing, right? Gonna be cut open like that, and you're gonna be leaning this way. And guess what? We ain't even gonna feel sorry for you or nothing. We ain't even gonna squirm.
That's true.
Isaiah 60:12. For the nation and kingdom that will not serve thee shall perish.
And if you don't do what we say, it's time to die. If you don't do what we say, it's dying time. Simple as that. And guess what? If you do what we say, it's still dying time. It's gonna always be time to die. As long as you make the Sabbath. You saw all the curses scripture tell you. The curses upon us gonna fall upon y'all. In Deuteronomy 30:7. So you know what that means? That means that y'all gonna be in fear y'all like day and night. Just like a Jake.
Yeah.
See, so you're gonna always be perpetually scared. No matter what you do, you're gonna be in fear. You know your life gonna be hanging in a balance. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna, alright, take that gold over there. Silver goes there. And when you take it over there, Edomites over there, they gonna unload it. We ain't gonna work again. The only time you're gonna lift a finger up is when you knocking your head off. Go ahead.
It says, it says, yea, those nations shall be utterly wasted.
Destroy it. If you don't do what we say, we're gonna kill you. Simple as that. Go ahead.
The glory of Lebanon shall come unto thee, the fir tree, the palm tree, and the box together.
The box trees, all of them, that vegetation, them trees, then we bringing that too. Plant that here. Go ahead.
To beautify the place of my
There
sanctuary,
you go.
and I will make the place of my feet glorious. Lazarus. The sons also of them that afflicted thee shall come bending
Read that
unto
again?
thee. Isaiah 60:14.
You
The
said
son,
Lazarus?
nah,
You said Lazarus?
verse 13 said the glory of Lebanon.
Oh, okay. Oh.
Yeah, but verse 14 says, the sons also of them that afflicted thee shall come bending.
No, the part where it said, make the place of his feet glorious.
Oh, come. So Isaiah 16:13, the glory of Lebanon shall come unto thee, the fir tree, the pine tree, and the box together to beautify the place of my sanctuary.
Yeah, go ahead.
And I will make the place of my feet glorious.
That's Israel. Go ahead.
The sons also of them that afflicted thee shall come bending unto thee.
So guess what? The nation, that's gonna happen. That gotta happen.
Yep.
The sons of them that afflicted thee will come bending unto thee. Now, they're talking about the so-called Jews. When did Hitler go to the so-called Jews and bow down to them? Did he do that? No. That's too much, you devils, you other nations. Y'all afflicted us. Guess what? Y'all can come bending unto us. Go ahead.
It says, and all they that despise thee shall bow themselves
So
down.
you gooks, you go on the internet being black in Japan, black in China, they always stand out as they racist, they follow you on the store. In the kingdom of heaven, all that despise us, that is harm, you can come bending unto us, man. Go ahead.
And all they that despise thee shall bow themselves down at the soles of thy feet, and they shall call thee the city of the Lord, the Zion of the Holy One of Israel.
Exactly. They can call us the monument of Israel. We the city of the Lord, man. That's what they're gonna do. See, Esau knows now. They already know now we greater than them. We stronger than them. We bigger than them. More athletic than them. We're more of a man than them. They women want to get with Jake, man. And that's why these nations don't like us. They really want to keep it 100. Right or wrong?
True.
Every time you turn around, it's a Jake on TV. These fucking niggas. Huh? Every
There was a thing in the West Indies. You have Ishmael and the East Indians. They'll get mad at their woman if they wore black panties. You know, that's referring to Jake. You know, their woman was getting with Jake. You know, well that's you know that's something you have to look up. That was like I don't know, it's a big thing. You know.
Yeah. So that's why they upset. That's the reason why they don't like Jake. You know, they watch sports, nigga. Oh shoot, like no, another black guy won the championship in NBA again. Another black guy won MVP again. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But it's alright. In the kingdom of heaven, you gonna be. In the kingdom of heaven, y'all gonna really be mad, be scared of us, man. Y'all gonna really be in fear of us. Go ahead.
That was it.
Alright.
I have something.
Go ahead.
This is Revelation chapter 20, verse 6. Blessed and holy is he that hath part in the first resurrection. On such,
So man, we delivered. Go ahead.
on such, the second death hath no power,
The thermonuclear destruction, go ahead.
but they shall be priests of the Most High and of Yahushua, and shall reign with him 1,000 years.
There you go. You got something to score on?
Yep. So Isaiah 51, and I thought 21. Says, therefore hear now this, thou afflicted and drunken, but not with wine. And that's going into Israel. You know, the wine's going into the you know, they're drunken with the philosophies. It says, thus saith thy Lord, the Lord the Most High, and thy power has pleaded the cause of his people. Behold, I have taken out of thine hand the cup of trembling, even the dregs of the cup of my fury. I shall no more drink it again. And that's going into that captivity, you know, the cup of the Lord's fury, because the Lord was furious with Israel. Why? Because we broke the Lord's statutes and commandments, and we started following other gods and other idols from different nations. So the Lord was furious with us, he put us into captivity. It says, but I will put into the hand of them that afflicted thee, which have said to thy soul, bow down, that we may go over. And thou hast laid thy body as the ground and as the street to them that went over. So you literally walked all over us, you know, in the sense of what, you know, building this place up.
Social status, financial status,
Yeah.
all that.
Yeah.
Oppression.
And you got the nerve to promise these people 40 acres in the mule, and you fucking niggas, man, y'all believe everything this crackers say. You know, it's very embarrassing to be, you know, the same category, you know, of people, because it's embarrassing, man. Jake can't get it. Jake believe Esau no matter what. Here it is, scriptures say, let me read it again, it says, that we make, it says, and thou hast laid thy body as the ground and as the street to them that went over. Okay, so we don't need 40 acres in the mule. Okay, the hell with that. All right, the Lord's gonna establish our payment. You know, our payment is really gonna be payback. Starting with Yahushua, you know, but Yahushua is gonna plead the cause for the nation of Israel. You so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. You know, so whatever happened to us, our affliction is gonna happen to Esau and these different nations, but double. Right? That was it. Bring anything else? I'm not quite ending the scriptures.
I ain't got nothing.
Okay. So that's it right now?
That's all, yeah.
Okay. So, hey, Lord willing, it's an edifying lesson. Again, you know, Lord next week will be outside in the hours and byways. Okay, we want to say all praise, honor, and glory goes to Yahweh, Ba'ashim, Yahushai, Ba'ashim, Kabadash, double honesty, apostles, Bishop, Elsbury, Millstone, citation, I can push his word, you know, sincerity, honesty, the hopeful, let constantly enduring. Shalom.
Shalom.
The exit out.